Hey, what's up, guys? You are, well, kicking it with these Coast Rollers. Angry Quad will be back. He's got his computer fixed. But for now, you're just going to be kicking with Rob and Tara and talking about the stuff we don't want to talk about or the stuff I don't want to talk about.
That's better said.
Pretty much like what our days look like. So I wake up, punch Tara in the head. No, I try to watch the news before Tara wakes up and get my news in. I'll fall back to sleep. And then, guess what? I wake back up. And Tara's attacking me. Now, but the most uncomfortable part of my day is my bow routine.
Which is usually always in the morning.
Yeah, it's every morning. And I can't do it like everyone else does it. I have to do it I have to do it on my side, and it just makes it harder.
Right. How do other people, you said you don't do it like other people do it. You explained how you do it. How do other people do it?
I mean, some people can use their chair,
Like a shower chair or a special going chair?
yeah, or they have to do it on their side. I know Kevin, friend of mine, he does it from his what's it called?
Sling.
Sling.
And then
Yeah.
there's the bedpan and obviously the chairs that go over the toilet. And
Yes.
we just
The,
haven't had much success that way.
the bedpan. No, I really don't get much success for that. No, not the bedpan. The reason why I don't like that is because of the pressure source it can cause.
Right. And you don't want to just be sat on there and forgotten about.
Yeah, and it used to take me, oh my God, 4 to 5 hours to do my bow routine.
What
And
changed?
well, my doctor, what are they? Mini enemas
The
or
enemies?
enemies.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm trying one with the lidocaine.
Yeah, some kind of numbing stuff in it. But before, when I did meet you, when I met you, you were using the fleets,
Yes.
and we went through a few different kinds until we got to this point, trying to make it better, adding different meds. I think the doctor did.
Um, we, we tried one and it didn't work. And then I think you or I seen that on the internet and we had asked about it.
What's that?
The mini enema.
Actually, I think your doctor mentioned it to you, and we heard it on Live to Roll. So we started inquiring about changes in the bow routine because the routine was taking so long, you know.
Yeah, it was, like I said, 3 hours to 4 hours. I was laying on my side trying to figure it, actually sometimes I just go to sleep.
Yeah. You still do sometimes.
If I don't feel good, yeah, I'll go back to sleep and not worry about it. Uh, hey, Nicole. Um, what else here?
So you lay on your side.
Yeah, I think it's about an hour and a half to an hour.
Anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour and a half, I'd say, from.
Yeah, I do like them. And why I'm doing that, Tara's already started her day. What's persist of?
Well, when I get up, I empty your pee out of the Foley bag. I check your water levels and your enteral feeding stuff, and once the food is done, you'll get shut off and flushed, and the water will continue until you're ready to start your routine. And then once your routine started, your meds get started, new bags for the water and food get started, and set up in the travel bag. And then I wait for you. And during that time, when I'm waiting for you, I'm doing the dishes, I'm cleaning the cat litter, I'm emptying the trash, and maybe sometimes vacuum, doing all that stuff to try and get some of those, normal cleaning stuff done.
Yeah, and then, we have them days where we'll have 2 appointments or 1 appointment. So that, oh God, I hate it because it's like somebody had commented on a video. It said that's a lot of work on Tara.
Oh, the getting in and out of the trailer and that part is a lot, right?
Yeah,
That
but
video.
we are in a position where we can afford a brand new van for the state to modify for me.
Right. Not
One,
yet.
they already did it one time, and shortly after, the van, I didn't even really have it for 3 weeks. The van was gone. So, they want to make sure that it's a certain year and under a certain mileage. And I think it's like 50,000 or something like that.
I mean, for a new van it is, and for a used van within those within their requirements is still looking at a decent price. And unfortunately, we're waiting to buy the house until for that debt to income ratio to be a little lower, to get a better percentage, to be able to afford another loan. And yeah, right. It's a it's a process. Everything's a process. And we got the trailer in hopes to make it better one day.
Yeah, and it's not like we wanted to go the trailer route. It was either buy a van or not buy a house. But it made more sense
I think in that, go ahead.
to buy the house and then get the van and, do some other
Well, I think
stuff.
earlier this year when you got the new wheelchair and you wanted to start taking it places and we didn't have the wheelchair van anymore, we talked about not putting all the money, not putting even $3,000 into another van, which is what we paid for the last one.
Yeah,
And buying the new trailer just to help offset some of that financial cost, because the trailer would be new. It would last us a lot longer than that last van did, for the money that we then put a lot of money into getting the exhaust redone. Somebody else, which is nobody else's fault but my own and the exhaust.
You know, it was like this though. We needed a van, found one cheap. I didn't get to go with Tara to look at it, but excitement, to be able to, just drive out of your house, get in your van, and just go is it's a blessing for people to have that option.
Right. And that's where that time of our day comes in, where once you get in your chair, we have the ability, or a few hours, where if you don't have appointments, we could go do some stuff, which we don't usually choose to do as much because it is a lot of transfers for you, which we've, a lot more transfers means more pain for you, which means you're less willing to do more things.
Yeah, I mean, it's, I will get to my comments, but it is, we have two options. Take the standing wheelchair, which my body is very comfortable in, or take the manual chair. And, I put that video up. We don't use the trailer all the time.
Mm-mm.
If I have appointments that are like in and out and stuff like that, we don't use the trailer. I use my manual chair.
Mhm. Which we got for the purpose of traveling and because we had the car. We only got the trailer to help benefit those times when we go out, like when we're going out to eat and you want to play some games, and um, we're going to see your rehab doc and you want to show her, you can stand. And
Oh, my kick blank armrest. I had to show everyone the last time that I got to see my spinal cord doctor.
Bobby said, "My door's always open. You would have to move to Texas."
You know, man, that's one me and Tara has been talking about for years. Is like, I don't want to be in PA forever. We want to travel,
hmm
but I want to live somewhere hot with low humidity.
Let me know when you find it.
Arizona.
I don't know where I would want to move.
Yeah,
I mean, there's so many nice places, like, yeah, I really don't know where it would be. Um,
and speaking of moving, we had um we get a call and that our house is being put up for sale.
hmm
So we've actually been we missed Wednesday. We were cooking on the grill and Tara said, "Oh my God, you're missing the live."
Yeah, it's like
I said,
6:50.
man, it's because, everything has been happening this week. We were supposed to go to the Bronx and that had to be rescheduled. Um,
This past week was the exoskeleton.
and they had an insurance thing,
Right.
a safety issue. So I didn't get to do that. Um, what else?
This past week?
Yeah. the exoskeleton thing
Oh yeah,
kind
we
of upset
rescheduled
me.
your primary doctor too, just because you said you were feeling all right.
Yeah, I haven't been really feeling that bad. And, oh man, I'm still healing up from the Pittsburgh thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is embarrassing, but I'm a quad, and I know there is a lot of quads out there. I got a, do they say prosthesis?
Prosthetic.
Prosthetic. To make, oh God, look, she's over there blushing. To make, what do they say? Quality of life. Just like we need the van, I need this. So I'm sorry.
Baby steps.
I apologize. There was no baby steps. It was bang boom. Cha-ching. No. But it's I think it's a topic that a lot of people do not cover because it's embarrassing.
They cover it. They even talk. I mean, there's
Some.
some do, and talk about the devices and things to help people like yourself
I think Sean from
live the
Live the
role.
Role had
They
done some,
just were talking about it not that long ago in one of their lives, actually.
but I mean it's not something a lot of us talk about. It is a very private thing. And just like we have talked about a couple weeks ago, if it wasn't for Kenny, we would have known nothing about it.
Very true. He was the first one to mention that he had one and that it was a thing. It was so many years ago. It feels like.
And it doesn't seem like something that the insurance would cover. You're just like, oh, they just want to stick me with needles, give me pills.
Yeah.
But it's exciting.
It is because it's
No,
actually going to work this time. There is no ifs, ands, or buts, There's no trial and error. There's no hard feelings or let down when it doesn't happen or succeed with a medication. There's a lot in that in itself, I think, mentally, you know.
yeah, mentally, it it does affect you because you're like, I always said that I was 25% man, and it makes you feel kind of like you're whole again. And
Well, the chair gave you some back, you said.
you know, being able to stand is amazing.
You've been
Oh,
grilling too, just saying.
I'm just really mad. No, I said I wasn't mad earlier.
No, I said you've been grilling too.
No, I was talking about, I said I wasn't mad earlier that I didn't get a chance to walk. I think I'm mad now.
You were upset that day.
Yeah, because could you imagine waking up, getting into this exoskeleton suit and, be on with your day? Just walk around the house. You're a robot.
Right? Could you imagine walking around the block like that.
No. And, the cool thing that the insurance companies are approving these for quality of life. And I just think it would be amazing to walk. Are you frozen?
No. Like physically, like take a step.
Yeah, like
Not just stand there and
you're not hooked to wheels.
yeah.
It's like step after step. I couldn't imagine having one.
Bobby said he tested one in his last job. It glitched and kept making him fall down.
Oh man, maybe that's why they had such a issue with it.
I have no idea. I'm sure it has a lot to do with a lot of things.
Yeah, and then there is this subject of caretaker.
Well, wait, let's go back to our day. We didn't finish it.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah.
Because there's still stuff we didn't talk about.
So during the day, after I'm up in my chair, I always roll out to the kitchen, right there by I call it my cat chair, because we have this little cat named Zero that just loves me. So I get out there, she'll jump up on the chair, and then I get my meds. I'm usually laid like really back. My blood pressure's low, so I'll just lay back, get my meds, get hooked up to my water, and it starts our day from there.
Yeah. It's the rest of the time during the day that depends on the weather outside that depends what we do.
There's working out. We have a side project we won't talk about, but we have been working at that. There's Tara has to do her stuff. I have to, I have a lot to do too. I mean, I've been putting these New Jersey trips together. I just did part 1, and that was the drive. And literally, it is the drive from our house to the hotel without missing anything. Now, I don't know why YouTube cut out 2 of my songs. No copyright notice, no nothing, just blanked them out. So it is what it is, but I'm sorry. So, I mean, do you want to tell them what you do or you do during the day?
Oh, I just clean, walk around. I exercise a little bit. Wear my weighted vest around, clean.
You just upgraded that.
I don't really do too much, not too far. We've been trying to grow some plants this year, vegetables. Yeah, busy with our hobbies a little bit.
I am so glad this year is not like last year. Because them tomatoes,
The The tomato ratio is definitely different. Now we don't have like but 5 tomatoes.
I mean, they were just coming out. Oh my God. We had tomatoes for like the whole summer. Eating up tomatoes
Oh
after me.
yeah.
It
Yeah,
was
we were.
just way too many. So this year we tried sunflowers.
Yeah.
Now Tara wants to eat them.
Well, yeah, but I'm not going to probably saving the
Yeah.
seeds for next year. But yeah, just doing some of the hobbies during that time. It isn't, too much that we do. Might go to Hoopla's
Yeah,
on the weekends.
and that's the thing. Because if we want to go out and enjoy ourselves, we have to hook up the trailer. I mean, I can be in my manual chair, but I think it's like I could take it for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, but pushing yourself around. And I don't use the smart drive. Sorry about my voice, guys. I don't use the smart drive because I'm afraid of killing someone. Bath and Body Works was embarrassing.
It's just so small in there.
You're in there and you're like, Tara's like, cinnamon. Yeah, cinnamon. I'm sorry, but that's pretty much what it's like. Cinnamon. I clap. And there goes the chair. Ran over Tara. I mean,
That was funny though.
how do we divide the responsibilities?
In the relationship.
I actually wrote this song about this. It's kind of like, I like the dust. I like to cook. I help clean. I vacuum. I mean, Tara does a lot too. And I'm not saying I vacuum every day or dust every day, but I do something to help. The other day, as had Tara pick some stuff up from the store, so I chopped up an onion, got some butter, seasoning, threw a steak on. She got back. It was pretty much done. Now I try to do what I can do, but I think a lot of people that live with like chronic pain, you get so distracted. That's kind of why I love what we've been doing lately, because it's been keeping my mind busy. What are you thinking over there?
Uncle Bobby said that's awesome. My wife wishes I do more those things more. Cleaning, cooking, probably.
Oh, I love the dust.
In my opinion, I think the responsibilities have a lot to do with your ability. Like, you choose to do certain things and we kind of leave it there. Then you say, hey, I'm going to do this, and I don't do that, or I wait. Used to drive me nuts to not do the dishes.
Yeah, and it really sucks because, I can work on a car. I can work the shit out of a car. But when you're paralyzed and you're like, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to do this.
And I'm beating it with a wrench.
And then she calls someone hey, is this how you do it? I mean, it's kind of, I'm not trying. It's hurtful because, like he had said, the relationship versus, you know, when Tara has to go, oh man, I need someone up in the attic. And I'm like, wow, I only know a couple people. So that, it weighs heavy. Tara's reading comments, I think.
No, I was just thinking, because you're right, like there's things that I don't want to do, like get in the attic or go look in the attic or check it out even, that, we either I do it or we have to find somebody else. Yeah. And those are
I mean, it's like,
they're becoming easier, right? Because the more we run into them, we find a solution and
I think we're growing.
mhm.
I mean, because when we moved into the trailer, we were lost. I mean, you were lost and I was lost. And I think that connection that we had has built things that we never thought possible. I mean, I look back 10 years and I felt like that was a kid,
Mhm.
and over the last 5 years, it's, I really, I feel like I'm growing, not just as a person, not, physically, mentally, financially. We've been, or, I and her, been working so hard at it.
Mhm.
And, uh, to find out, Tara comes into the room and she was like, landlord just called. They're putting our house up for sale. I try not to freak out, but in the back of my head, I'm freaking out because I already know Tara's freaking out. Because
Yeah.
it means we're gonna have to move, and we've been, oh my god, trying so hard to find a house, fix our credit, and it's the things you don't see that we post on YouTube, you know, the financial fights or the, what the hell are we going to do?
Mhm.
We're in a position where luckily, we have a good chance of buying this house. Um, I don't think it was our goal, and I hate that for Tara because, we have to, like this is unfiltered, it's what do we have to do? You know, because we want to travel. We want to, we, we want a house. We want a van. We want to travel.
Mhm.
And how are you feeling about it? The house thing.
I feel like I have to, adjust my feelings because same as you. I was looking for things in a home to buy that were more than this home gave us. And I think in that, um, I have to settle a little bit, but we're also buying a home that's a lot cheaper than what I had originally set out to. And in that, there's a lot of blessings financially for us to not just be able to save, but be able to make changes to this home to make that, this a step up home versus, the what we were originally wanting because we were looking at higher payments a month, where buying this one keeps it the same, which gives us a more stable future going forward, right? Because then we sell this and we get lower payments on a larger home. And it's also being able to see this home, like Angry Quad had mentioned before, where we see it and we adjust everything. Like if I looked at it like there was no rooms in here and no bathroom, how would I set it up? Granted, there's basement stairs and stuff. I mean, only so much can be adjusted there, but point is like we could change things in this home if we really wanted to, and to take a different, perspective about it. 'Cause it's not a bad home and it does work well for us. It just, there were things that I wanted more of, and I can adjust those expectations for a short period of time. Or
But
even in general, adjust them. I'm adjusting.
yeah, it's kind of like, mm, you know, I'm happy that it would be lower payments. But like you said, it's not exactly what we were envisioning, and then Bobby asked the question.
Hmm.
Uh,
He has two. What is the rudest thing somebody has ever said to either of you?
the rudest thing. That, wow. We
I
get
don't get out much.
we get a lot of I think it's hospital shit
Yeah.
is where that comes in.
For me too,
Because
yeah.
we have yelled, cried, um, everything
Yeah.
you can think of. And as far as I can do a lot more than people think, but at the same time, I look at other people that are C5, C6, Angry Quad. He is kind of like this legend to me because of the things that man can do. But at the same time, I'm not Angry Quad.
No.
Unfortunately, I am hooked to hoses, feeding tube, super pubic. I live in chronic pain. In both ends, I live with chronic pain from my lower back down. And then I deal with the regular pain up here. So I deal with that. And then on top of that, I deal with my esophagus. Doctors think that there's a bolt or a screw?
Somebody mentioned that it could have initially caused the esophagus injury, I think, but due to the amount of times you'd had those endoscopies where Cara had went in and scraped out the inside of that scar tissue, or somebody else had mentioned there's so many somebodies in this, right? And that's a lot in itself.
Oh my
But
God.
there's so many different opinions, right? It could have happened initially at the surgery when it happened, placing the spinal screw.
Can I
It's not
stop you?
touching now.
Can I stop you?
Mm-hmm.
Because when you first met me, I was eating potatoes and stuff.
Why were you eating potatoes?
Yeah. Well, Tara went in the hospital with me, and I was I was there for a couple of days, and Tara had said to the nurse, or the
Speech or swallow therapist.
you need to go in and look and figure this
No,
out.
I was arguing with the lady because she said you were swallowing fine, and I'm like, he's only eating watered down mashed potatoes. How is that fine? And she said, okay, fine. Because every time you would swallow, you would push and you were able to get certain things down, but then you would just choke on it and you would cough and cough. And I had only known you 2 or 3 days at that point. Like I'd only
Right.
physically met you twice. So that was the second time I met you.
Yeah, and to get, the thing out of my throat. And then we had,
That was a moisture capsule from a pill bottle that you said probably was in there since April of that year, which was like 6 months.
6 months, yes. And on top of that, um, I ate one of them chocolate things. Got a nut
That have
stuck.
usually have the hazelnuts inside, but the Christmas ones have an almond in it. Didn't know it had an almond in it
So I ended up
with a
back in
food
there.
bolus.
And then for
Christmas.
Christmas, I got turkey.
I don't remember
Or
what it was.
it was some kind of meat stuck in my throat. So I'm like really cautious right now.
Yeah.
I have, here's the thing. I have different days. One day I can drink water. Great. The next day, not so great. Or I get this tickle and I have to cough and cough. And that's something else you guys don't see. When I get in these, I'm going to say coughing episodes, they last sometimes for hours. I don't even know how anybody puts up with it, but it does. I mean, God, I say this a lot, and Tara says no, but I wish there was a way someone could plug into me to feel or see or think, to figure out what's wrong.
Right, because once you get into bed, you experience the most discomfort when it comes to coughing, secretions, eating anything that might cause more secretions. And then you got like some food allergies there for a little while, or something that was like causing more secretions, right? Every time you would eat dairy or marshmallows when you were able to eat them prior to that. And
It's been so different because, like you said, I could eat marshmallows, and it was them types of food. And then it became potatoes. So now I eat lots of French fries.
chips.
I have been experimenting. There's like certain foods that work, certain foods that don't. And I can't thank Dr. Christie enough because without him, I wouldn't be here. I mean, me and Tara started with going to Williamsport Hospital every 2 weeks to get my throat stretched. And it would last like 2 weeks, be back to ground zero.
Until they gave you the referral back out to Geisinger, where they kept cutting out the scar tissue
Yeah, and it
every
was,
like 3 months or so, until about a year and a half in. I'm like, how long can we keep doing this? Is this an inevitable thing? Is it a healthy thing to continue to, like, hear what Dr. Michaelis said the one time, that due to all your procedures you had, your swallow is the way that it is, and that's tough too.
Yeah, it's like I've been through these episodes where I could eat a little bit, then I didn't eat for a year. I think it was a little over a year. I couldn't eat at all.
Mhm.
And then it was the marshmallows and them ice cream, them types of food
Yeah, because 'cause you're
I
eating the
could eat.
stuffed marshmallows.
Yeah. And then I couldn't eat any of that anymore. It
No?
just stopped
Yeah.
because,
You were even eating the freeze-dried, candy.
yeah, I mean, I feel bad for anybody that has to be around me because sometimes, when these coughing episodes happen, oh my God. Like I said, it could be 20 minutes and it could be
Hour.
hours,
And it
3
could
to
be
4
multiple
hours.
spit cups. And you used to really like suction. Man, when it first started at the hospital, you would have them just keep
Well,
changing your suction thing.
and
You would just take a sip of water and just suck it right back out.
I think it was 2022. Uh, Something happened. I went to the hospital. Tara met me out there.
2021.
Sure, it was.
The year I met you?
Well, yeah, you're right. But when I left, I had no problem with moisture in my mouth. 2 days later, all spit, anything just stopped.
You were on
So,
2 meds back then that were big for dry mouth, though. The oxybutynin and the phenolphthalein.
but don't you just find it weird? I've never had a problem.
I don't know.
Come on, doctor.
I'm not a doctor either, Arian.
Come on.
Maybe it has to do with your
No,
testosterone. I mean, I really don't
but
know.
it comes down to me saying, like, yes, the reason why I liked suction in hospital is because the nurses would bring me cups of apple juice
Mhm.
and, other stuff that I could
Couldn't swallow.
put in my mouth and then suck it out.
Mhm.
Another thing is embarrassing. I was filling their tanks like twice a day.
Mhm. And it continued even when you got home too. You liked a cup. I emptied it regularly so it didn't spill. Or we got some of those coffee mugs with the lids. What was it, Bubba?
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, Bubba,
and
yes.
we make it work, and we have a portable suction here too, if you were to really need it.
You
Which you
know,
haven't in years, but
yeah, I mean, I think that is one of the things that we were fighting the most was the esophagus stuff until Dr. Christie did his magic, I would
mhm.
say.
And I think coughing is kind of inevitable too, because there are like those breathing therapies and stuff that um Ingrid was talking about that can kind of help move some of those things around, right? Am I wrong?
No, you're definitely right. And I think, I don't know, I feel blessed, one, to be here.
Mm.
I feel blessed for Tara, Nisa, and my kids. Uh, it has been such a hard battle to get where I am, from literally not getting out of bed to being up every day. And when I got home from that surgery, Tara's like, yeah, we'll spend the weekend in bed. Second day, I was nuts.
Yeah, he was like, I'm
I
getting
said,
up.
I have to get up.
Quad 12 Walk said, Rob, how about chewing hard foods like chewing gum, only swallowing liquid and spitting out the rest?
That's a weird thing. I can drink water fine. Certain sodas will be okay.
You can drink beer.
I can drink beer.
There's nights when you can't, though.
Yeah, and that's what I was just about to say. So let's say today I had a beer, which I do. I have a couple of beers every day. I like how it cleans out my system. But it is like such a hit or miss thing. I can't chew gum because the gum makes this sticky
saliva,
and then it's like almost blowing bubbles in your throat.
What about something like a piece of chicken if you were to chew that and spit it out?
I've done that. I've been paralyzed for 10 years. There has been years that I haven't been able to eat. There's someone at our door for
they're
some
leaving.
reason.
I don't know.
But what was I saying? The doorbell messed me
Chewing
up.
foods?
Yeah. There is times that I can eat chicken if it's like really, really, really smashed up. No, I can't eat steak, anything with meat. I haven't went that far. Steak gets stuck all the time. Chicken, if it's mixed with something like chili or hamburger chili from Wendy's, I can get that down. But it's been this like experimenting with different foods over the last couple months. But yeah, sorry. Pizza guy, he wanted me to have a free pizza. I don't know. Hey, I want some of that pizza. But
you also eat nachos lately too. Things like thicker substance.
Yeah,
tomatoes, mushrooms.
I have been experimenting with foods that I can get like chewed down to like nothing. Cooking, eating, and then the rest of our day, well, at the end of our day, shower day, consists of I'm usually busy doing something. Tara will get the shower chair out. I'll do what I need to do, clean up around the house, get all my stuff put away. Yeah, usually when I put the iPad on the computer, Tara knows I'm ready for bed. So
you also start moving your mouse.
Yeah, I'll move. Well, I haven't been on that computer in a while because we've been working so hard at something else, and maybe someday we'll talk about it. But we've been really focused on that. I've been working, and she's been working so hard at it that I'm really proud of what we've done.
Yeah, a few sleepless nights.
Yeah. The shower is kind of hard because not transferring because 5 years ago it was Tara doing all the work. I transfer myself. It's of course she has to be there because some days my blood pressure is wonky. She has to be right there anyway because at any minute I can choke on something. We have actually seen it where my throat has just closed up. But back to the shower.
Not just that, it's the feeding pump. The machine goes off. You can't reach it. There's so much to it.
It's kind of a reverse of the morning. It's unhooking the bag, the water. It's getting the bag off my chair so I can reach it because I've been using a different bag.
Fully bag.
And I bang it on the side of my chair.
Did you answer these questions in the chat?
Yes, I did.
In the steak one?
I did.
Okay.
Do you ever get tired of having? Oh my God, do I ever get tired of explaining Tara will get really angry about that question.
I don't get angry about it.
I know, it's like...
It depends how he's feeling about it. And when we go to the hospitals or emergency rooms, depending on his attitude, if somebody asks him if he can walk to the bed, I don't know. It just gets me a little sideways.
That's where it gets a little in the gray area.
But that's because you're already sitting there going, this bitch is going to ask me to walk to the bed.
I am like, I cannot tell you the amount of times I got rolled in to an area or to a room and they're going, could you get over there?
Not even a little bit?
And I'm like, no. You want me to jump?
Those are the moments the most where I think you just hate explaining it when someone's already asking you, can you walk?
I mean, when you go in the hospital, on the chart is...
They don't accept no sometimes as the answer either, though.
And it's really weird because for a few years, even my service coordinator had me listed as a para.
And that was so frustrating and gave me such a bad impression of the service coordination from the start. Like, it was awful. I mean,
that's where I really get mad at myself. Because I let myself lay in bed for over 2 years, just ready to die. And I get so angry because I could have spoke up for myself. But I was scared if I did, I would end up in a place, that I feel life is over.
Right. And you're scared of dying in a nursing home, so it wasn't really a place you wanted to go.
So I would, I dealt with what I had to deal with and what was outside them walls. I didn't know. Both times, 2 times in a row it happened to me. I won't mention who. You know who you are.
Question in the chat. Change your topic.
All right, what am I at? What's my next question?
Was intimacy awkward at first? And you did answer the steak question, right? How about steak? Can you chew steak and swallow the juice?
I can chew steak and spit it out.
Can you swallow the juice from it?
It's sometimes that's where it comes in iffy.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, I could drink a beer one day without a problem, and the next day I am choking on it.
Mm-hmm.
And just yeah, oh my God. No, I won't rate at it.
I think it's more awkward now.
Okay, here's I'll be straight with you and honest. For a long time, it felt good to please, your girlfriend. And then you grow, and as you're growing, you're like, I just don't feel like uh, a man. Like, I want to feel that feeling and that position, and to make love, or damn rough sex. No, I'm just it's what the surgery that I had was life changing in so many ways. um if she wants to pimp me, I hope not. Thank God, I hope not.
And intimacy is not just that.
No, but it really got me over the last few years.
And I do think it has to be, like a lot of other interabled couples say, it's like part of a routine, like it's not necessarily every day we're cuddling or, in bed holding each other, but we do make those moments and times like on a regular basis. At night we're watching TV after meds, cuddle up close to go to sleep, but we do have two separate beds, which makes it a little,
You
which
know,
makes it
yes, it's
like our,
that is one of Tara's. I wish I could fix problems. Um, Sleep Number, hit me up, sponsor me. I'll do 20 videos. Just hook me up. No, I sleep in a alternating pressure bed. And
yeah.
if you guys don't know what that is, it moves me all around. And I have this peace of mind at night that I'm not going to wake up the next morning and have a sore, because that's scary. I mean, I know people that had stage 4, and it really infected, or not infected, affected. Is that the word I'm looking for? Affected. Yeah. Their life ends in so many ways, where one of my old friends, he didn't get out of bed for like 6 months because of the surgery. I don't want that to happen. So the bed is really important to us, but we want the right one where we're side by side,
Hmm.
where we don't have to stuff pillows and blankets in the middle
Right.
just to be close. I'm really sorry about my voice, guys. Um, it's still getting
But we
stronger.
also have other moments too where, it grows, right? Because in the beginning it was one way, and now, like me being your caregiver, we do have those moments where we hug and I, slide you into bed and, we hold each other, or I pull the chair back and we hug, or you lay down in bed and before, we finish getting undressed and everything for the night. I climb in beside you. We have those moments too.
But we always remind each other that we love each other. I mean, if she's going to the store, if she's leaving the room sometimes, we'll give each other kisses,
Hmm.
because with the life that I lived so dangerously and being DOA twice and life flights 3 times. Oh man, it changes your life over and over and over
That's
again.
a good question.
What's that?
Bobby said, "What is one challenge you both laugh at now that definitely wasn't funny at the time?"
Oh, I got you.
I bet you do have a good one.
Wait a minute. Okay, I got 2 for you. And then if Tara, do you got 2?
I don't know. Are
Do
they
you-
the same?
You keep your 2, and I'm going to do my 2. Okay. Starting out with uh, the most embarrassing is we're in the hospital, and I said to Tara, I think something's wrong. It won't go away. So she's like, you got to hit your bell. You got to hit your bell. So
It
I
was
had
an indwelling penal cap, okay?
listen, I had 5 nurses standing around me, one with my in her hand, and they're all looking at me talking.
Going, I
Tara
don't know,
too.
I think it's fine.
I'm like, what the blank just happened here? I was so like, if my face could get red like a thermometer, it would have been. But then I have 2 other ones.
I'm curious, what is it?
Okay. Another one is when we went to York because I had a toothache and no dentist around here would do anything because of
That's right, I needed to get you a referral.
later, buddy. Later, Claude. So we get up to the curb and we're trying to get in the chair.
I'm
And
transferring him for one of the first times Max transfer and from car to wheelchair you'd never use.
yeah, I fell on the ground.
I did drop you.
And, the crazy thing is, there was doctors, nurses walking right past us. Not one person said Tara, well, not her name, obviously, but not one person asked her if she needed help. Not a one.
That's okay. What's your next one?
My next one is Pittsburgh, is when we're going up.
Before that?
We got in a wheelchair. She's pushing me fast as she
Because
can.
we're late.
Because we don't want to miss this appointment.
Cartoon style.
And next thing I know, boom. And I always think of it as like a bug hitting a windshield, where the bug hits it in his ass, hits his fucking head. Sorry for my language. But it was, literally a cartoon style fall.
Yeah.
I went jump, boom. Luckily that time,
because I hoisted you back into your chair.
well, you and 2 other people, right?
Well, I did it by myself as they held your chair and pulled you in.
Yeah. And then this nice Australian guy and his son and his wife literally rolled me all the way to the elevator I needed to
Right,
go
which
in.
was like up this cardiac hill.
Oh man, they always like straight up. We're gonna have to do an episode because I want to apologize for missing our Wednesday show. Like I said, we have had a lot going on with the house, with life in general. Angry Quad will be back. He's got his computer fixed. We got some great interviews lined up. now that I can send the invites on the days, so I know that Angry Quad's back and stuff. Tara will be joining us on and off. You know, we're about to hit 11,000 subscribers. That's impressive to us and makes us feel good. So we can't thank you enough for your support. But we definitely have to do an episode on the most embarrassing thing.
There's funny hospital stories. There's funny
Yes.
stories.
But I think me and Tara will be doing our own show, just us back and forth once or twice a month. And then, the East Coast rollers, let me get my mouse over here. This is the East Coast rollers. And, we'll be back every Wednesday, 6:30. I have a lot more to say than that. It's been a great show.
Yeah, you talked a lot. You did good.
I tried. I know that I fumble over my words sometimes, guys. I get excited and I say, but, as always, and I think we're pretty much done with this show for the night.
Yeah, appreciate y'all showing up.
Thank our sponsor enough right there on the screen. Give it a look. I'm trying to build a network, a community of people in wheelchairs, that go through the same thing. Been working on this for almost 2 years now. Check it out. Let me get that off of there. But thank you guys. As always, I love you. She hates you. She loves you a lot. We'll maybe